Welcome, fellow Palians. It is time to show you the ultimate way to make a ton of money in Palia. So let's get started. First things first, we're going to go to the Palia Party app. Then we're going to go ahead and scroll down and find public parties. Make sure we're clicked on that. And then we are going to scroll past the ongoing ones into the scheduled section. And then we begin our search. We are looking for the title Legendary or Moz, and we should be looking for fish stews or sashimi. Either of those will probably be the easiest. I'm sure you can make some good money with quite a few other ones. And just like that, we already found one. Sometimes there are none listed. You got to get lucky occasionally, but there's usually at least one scheduled. Once you have found that, you go ahead and click on that party. If you don't already have a Palia account, or even if you do, it might make you sign in here. You just need an email. It's easiest to just use Google. Then up at the top, we're going to go ahead and click the 100x starred Moz Sashimi or whatever that party is cooking. Then you simply just click sign up and you are now signed up for that cooking party. One thing to note, make sure your Palia party name matches your in-game name. It's also not a bad idea to go back to the description section and give it a quick read just to get a good idea of what they're expecting for that party. Then if you go into the signed up party section, you should see that cooking party listed with all its information right there for you. It's a good idea to take note of what the host's name is because you're going to be needing that very soon here coming up. Now we can go ahead and jump back on Palia, and all you'll need to do now is add the host by their name that is listed. It may take a little while for them to add you back depending on the party time. You want to be adding them at least 15 minutes early. Once you've got them added, you're going to want to go ahead and click on this little icon here to join their server. Then when you're ready to go to their plot for the party, you will make your way over to this blue house sign and find their name. But let's go ahead and backtrack just a tiny bit and make our way to the main village so you can prepare for said cooking party. For the cooking party, you're going to want to see how many rounds they're planning to do. If it's 100, you're going to need 100 of either rice or I believe it's garlic. The rice will be for sashimi and the garlic is for fish stews. For garlic, we'll go ahead and make our way over to Zeki's little store there. I don't know if I say his name right, apologies. And you'll just go ahead and buy as many of those as you'll need if you're doing fish stew. And if you can't afford them, you can grow them. It will just take you some time. You'll want to do that well before you sign up. Once you're in the shop, it's just a couple scrolls down and you'll find it. They're a little expensive, but it's worth it. You'll get all your money back after the party. Now I'll go ahead and make my way over to the gardening shop to show you where you can also be purchasing rice if you need that as well. And like I mentioned, do not be afraid to spend your gold, especially on this. Once you get a party done, even just one party, even if it's not 100, you will be making so much more money than you spent. It will not be a problem afterwards. Well worth your time and money. Just one rice or one garlic will produce 3 cooking dishes, and each dish will sell for approximately 1,700 and something gold. So that's about 5,000 something per time you do this. Rice is a little more pricey, so I definitely would recommend doing fish stews first if you can, if you don't have a lot of money to start with. Once you get to the host's plot, it will look something similar to this. This is my unfinished cooking party plot. Theirs will probably be a lot more cool looking, but this will at least give you a good example. For fish stews, you'll go ahead and make your way to one of the prep stations and just kind of wait there until it starts to claim your spot. If you're doing sashimi, you'll make your way to a stove instead of a prep station. You will stir instead of chop. Once it starts, you will be waiting to see this 0 out of 1 icon come above your station. Be ready for it so you don't miss it. That's your indication that you are ready to chop. You do not want to prep early. You want to wait until you see that icon and be ready. If someone finishes chopping before you click it and start, you will miss that round. Here's a full example of a fish stew run. This is the host job here at the beginning at the stove. They will select the correct fish for you guys. And then this is your job here at the prep station. You'll go ahead and chop your garlic. Super quick, super easy. Each round could take less than 30 seconds, especially with a team instead of doing it solo like this. Once you've got it chopped, the host will add your ingredients and simply stir. And just like that, that's one round already done. For sashimi, you'll simply stand here at a stove, and then once you have that icon, you'll click and you'll add your rice, and then you're just going to simply stir. It's even more simple than chopping, that's for sure. Once you're done, the host will add your ingredients, and it will be a quick round. I went ahead and did 5 rounds of making fish stews just to give a good example on kind of the value when you sell. Here's a little showing of the fact that they're 1,701 gold a piece, and that's 25,000 for just 5 rounds. Pretty good money. If you cannot afford to buy the rice for the party, you can go ahead and make your way into the general store where you bought your garlic, and there should be some rice seeds, and you can just buy a small handful of those and slowly grow it instead. Now, if you find yourself needing garlic instead and you don't want to buy it, you can just go ahead and make your way out into the main area, start doing some exploring, running around, and eventually you will start coming across some garlics you can forage. This will at least save you money because it costs absolutely nothing, so you can just gather them slowly. Will take some time, but maybe a little more worth it if you need to do this. I hope that helped some of you out with any confusion you had on cooking parties, or if you just simply needed to find a better way to make fast money. And I'm sure a lot of people out there are wondering exactly how people are making millions and millions on Palia without having to try too hard. And this is most likely the way. So please hit that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you have the best day.